Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sammy and today I'm going to be doing a video that I get so many questions about, and that is how to choose the perfect bow staff for you. There are so many things that you're going to want to consider, from what it looks like to how heavy it is, what material it's made of, and we're going to cover all of these and help answer all of your questions so that you can know what bow staff to order. Before we get started, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. If you want to start learning the bow staff and you don't know how, make sure that you also check out my beginner bow staff training course. I will leave the link in the description below, along with a $20 off coupon so that you can make sure that you get started on your training and learn this really fun weapon. All right, now let's go ahead and just get started with the video. So you're all ready to start your bow staff training and you have to order your first bow staff. So here are my recommendations. The first thing that you're going to want to consider is, what purpose do you want your bow staff to have? For example, if you watched all the sport karate videos, they twirl their bow staff really fast, they spin, they can throw it, they can catch it, they can move it into really high speed strikes, and it looks really awesome. The bow staffs that they use are going to be different than people who want to use their bow staff for combat or more traditional aspects, for example. If you're going for speed and performance, you're going to want a lighter bow staff, and if you're going to want it for combat or more traditional aspects, you're going to want a heavier duty bow staff. So first of all, think about what you want to do with your bow staff. Personally, I love to do your bow staff just for performances and demos, so I'm the kind of person that likes to have a light bow staff with all the fun colors like this. So figure out what you like best and what you want to be doing with your bow staff. Okay, the next part is going to be material. What should your bow staff be made of? So traditionally, bow staffs are made of hardwoods like oak. That is a heavier and just more sturdy wood. If you're wanting to go through the speed and performance route, then there are lighter woods like poplar. By the way, I'm going to leave links all in the description, so if you're thinking that you want a bow staff like this, which is the one that I use, you can easily find it, and you can also customize all the colors, going from like the base color, grip color, band color, stripe color. You can really customize your bow staff to make it your own and how you want it to look. Now, if you're a beginner and you want a bow staff that is pretty light but can also withstand you dropping it while you are learning, and you also don't want to go and jump in and spend a ton of money on it, there is a bow staff that I highly recommend. It is from Century Martial Arts, and I will leave the link in the description below. This is the bow staff that all of our beginner students start using when they are at my school, and it is a great learning bow staff. The next question that I often get is size. How tall should your bow staff be? So generally speaking, you're always going to want your bow staff to be shorter than you. What I recommend is either having it like about your nose level or maybe a little higher, but generally I just recommend students just getting it 2 to 3 inches shorter than they are. This makes it easier for manipulations, for spins, for twists, for everything. Just having a short, light bow staff really helps you out with that. Now, if you're ordering this bow staff for a kid that is still growing, what I typically do is suggest to the parents to get one that is slightly taller than they are, maybe a couple inches higher, because those kids are going to be growing, and in the beginning they really won't be able to tell too much of a difference with how tall it is, but by the time they're able to master the tricks and the size really matters for them, they will have grown and the bow staff will be the perfect size for them. Appearance. So what do you want your bow staff to look like? This is a really fun part of weapons, because you can truly, like I mentioned before, you can customize every single part of the weapon. So you can choose all of the colors on here. One thing that I do recommend is, if you are going for a speed for a performance bow staff, you're going to want it tapered. What that means is the middle of the bow staff gradually gets smaller as you go all the way down towards the ends. This really helps for tricks and speed, so I would recommend getting a tapered bow staff if that is what you're looking for. Now, since appearance is a very personal preference, my only recommendations are, make sure that you get a bow staff that, if you want to go for speed and performance, something that looks flashy, so you're going to want bright colors, something that reflects the light off of it when it shines on you if you're on a stage or doing a demonstration. So just keep that in mind, but really just pick your favorite colors and something that you're going to enjoy working with for a long time. Question: should you have a grip or should you not have a grip? This one is really just good personal preference. I've had people that compete a lot with the bow staff that love to have a grip, and I've had people that hate having grips. So it's just, in the center, it's just a different texture. My only thing with this is I generally like my students to know where the center of their bow staff is, and the grip does help make it easy to find. However, instead of having an actual grip, what you can do is just have the bow staff be a different color in the center if you don't like a grip. Having a grip does help, just have a stronger hold on it. It's not sliding as much. But other people do like to do tricks with it where they do want it to slide through the center and just not have a different texture on it. So figure out what you like, what you prefer, but either way is great. Okay, I really hope that that was helpful for you to decide what bow staff you want. I have a link in the description below with a link over to a blog post where I have everything written out if you want to take the time and think about it some more. If you want to see the type of bow staffs that I use, I have links in there as well. Don't forget, if you want to get started with training with your bow staff and you want to learn it at home or outside in your yard, then I have a whole entire course that basically just takes you everything from learning how to stand with the bow staff, learning how to bow, into strikes, into basic tricks and throws. So go ahead and check the link in the description below if you are interested in that, and don't forget to use the code so you can get $20 off the course. I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome rest of your week training. Bye guys.